Hey gang, what is going on? My name is S1. I'm a writer from Montreal, Canada, and I'm here at the Untitled today to go over the piece behind me, doing this big one. Yeah, we're going big, baby. About 15 foot high, if not higher than that, and we're gonna rock it out. Well. How's it going, party people? I hope y'all are having a wonderful summer, because I know I am. A couple of jams, a ton of walls, a few contracts here and there. But all in all, a lot of fun. That's the most important part, right? So for this piece, I decided to go old school. This is a type of piece I used to do about 15 years ago. A piece that's growing out of the ground like a tree. So you have the trunk and the piece is sitting on top of the trunk like the top of the branches and the leaves. But with this one, I went with fiery colors. From the palest yellow at the top, to orange in the middle, to Bordeaux red at the bottom. All with MTN 94 in the hardcore paint. Gotta love it. Le Sino, you serve me right. Le Sino is the shop in Montreal that serves all of Canada with Montana Colors paint. So MTN 94, Hardcore, and now Vice that just came out today. Pretty excited about trying that one. This piece is very simple actually. Just fading one color into the other. I was going to do a bunch of effects in it. I said, you know what, let's just keep it simple, let's keep it clean, have fun with it. It's also on the legal wall that gets gone over less than a day later. Someone went over to take pictures the same night that I finished the piece. So I finished the piece around 3 p.m. They went over later on to take a picture, and somebody had already tried out their colors on the piece. But what are you gonna do? Legal walls, right? I love the surface though. Nice high concrete wall. Alright, time for the outline. I'm using Amazon Green from MTN 94 to do the outline. Unfortunately, I forgot to record the outline on the top portion of the piece. So here's the trunk, and I'll put a time lapse of the outline after. Let's enjoy this beat while I work. Now for my favorite part, the 3D. And let me explain this a bit. So in order to do my 3D, the lines that create the thickness of the 3D, I use a vanishing point. I usually paint a spot on the ground, in the middle of my piece, on the floor, on the ground, on the grass, wherever I am. For this piece, I made it go sideways to the left, so I put a spot on the ground, on the concrete, on the sidewalk. I just painted a spot, and I drew all my lines towards there. That creates a vanishing point effect of the 3D. And then for the colors, I always start with my darkest color first. So what I do is my darkest spots get the color of the outline, because my outline is usually a darker color. And then I use 5 different shades of that color. In this case, green, right? So my darker parts are an Amazon green. Then I used a lighter green to fade that in. A lighter green again. I would tell you all the colors, but I just don't remember right now. And then now I'm using my lightest green, because my vanishing point, my spot on the ground, is my source of light. The sun, if you will, that's going to create the light on my 3D. The more angled towards that vanishing point, the less hidden by the letters and the other portions of the piece. Those are the lightest points. And then in the holes, in the further away parts, the top parts, those all get very dark. And it creates the effect of a lit up 3D. Alright, time to sign. And there you have it, folks. The final piece. Hope you enjoyed it this week. If you did, leave a comment, man. I never get any comments. I never get anything to respond. On Instagram, I do. I get a lot of comments. I don't get any on YouTube. So leave me some comments. That way I can reply, start a conversation, get to know you guys a bit better. And you guys can get to know me a bit better as well through the interaction. Alright? So till next time, stay up,